NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
For a long time, the Raptors playing in Canada was seen by some as a detriment to their competitive prospects. Players dealt with issues like passports, different money, going through customs, and on and on.
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Raptors. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And I think for Toronto, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins. And there's Chris. And it's Poole in at the point. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Count that one from VanVleet. Then you look at the season, you look at the past few years. Any trends that you spot emerging?
Well, it's less physical, and we talk about the three-point shot, but I think the distance of the three-point shot and some of their bigs, they're not just shooting threes, they're starting to shoot 25 feet from the rim. So the distance of the three-point shot is starting to become more and more of a trend in my eyes.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Wiggins, and two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Toronto called for the foul. And the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Anunoby. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And only 6 feet tall in shoes. Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Here's Green after the made shot from Kyle Lowry.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
The try by Siakam.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Toronto shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And he sinks the second.
You have to give Pascal Siakam a lot of credit. He's continued to improve the shooting percentage both from the field and the line.
Here's Chris. That one wide left. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Chris can't hit.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
They double him with Green. Right side Lowry. And it's blocked. Lee outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
You hate to lose it at the line, especially when you're getting what you want in other areas of the game.
The Warriors have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Now the pass to Green. Over Siakam. And the Warriors miss again. Toronto, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Toronto leading by 8. Anunoby in the corner. Misses the 3. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that. Now a moment to see the stats for Wiggins over the last month, getting it done. Averaging about 18 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
And now here's Chris. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Warriors trail by 12. Baseline try, and the shot is long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The Golden State Warriors, so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Could be a transition free-for-all tonight, Brent. What's your feeling about going for the open 3 on the break? Rather than taking it in for a higher percentage shot.